Hello, my chooms. This is your choom Ripbuck. Call me Rip, call me Buck. And welcome back to the world of Cyberpunk 2077, Night City and its environs. In this episode, V will be scouring the Badlands for loot, evildoers, secrets, and surprises. Keep watching to see the fun, and welcome to episode 29 of my very last playthrough. Alright, my chooms. Here we are in the Badlands, and if you will remember at the end of our last episode, V walked up on this mysterious place. What could it be? Something new in the game? Well, we only know how that happens. That happens because of a mod. And this mod is the trailer home in the Badlands, complete with a Johnny. Now, previously there was ways of adding residences, places to stay, with appearance menu mod, which I always found extremely difficult and confusing to use, so I never used it. But now there is a brilliant mod, which I will note in the down below, and probably in a little sign over this video, that adds actual interactions with a created home. So we have things like radios, we have places to sit, we have stashes. It's kind of theoretical here, but we have a weapon wall anyhow. We can use smart frames, although they're very small. We have a PC we can use. And we can do wonderful things like buy vehicles. We'll get to that. And someday I'll figure out how that works. We can also use it to buy clothing, which is pretty cool. Lots of good stuff. I don't even quite remember here what it's all about. Ah! And then over here we have a place to sleep. Oh, and a message from River. V getting a little flirty with River. That's fun, and we'll just sort of ignore the rest of this for the moment. So we have a place to sleep. We have a smoldering cigarette butt, which is nasty, but there you go. We have a guitar to play. About the only thing this area doesn't have. Oh yeah, we have a shower too. And a mirror to look in.
No, don't believe it.
Of course, we don't always see what we want. And in case anybody was wondering, that's a combination of a few mods. There's Johnny in his 30s, because Johnny Silverhand was in his 30s when he was killed. There is an alternate appearance that's baked into the game now. That came, I think, with version 2.0. There we go. And then there's another mod that changes his horrible side-cut hair, which doesn't look quite as bad on V here, with the hair that we're all used to, the straggly long Jesus cut, which frankly I don't think looks as good on Keanu as a shorter hairstyle, but well, whatever. And it looks like we're glitching a little bit here, so let's have a nap and see if that changes anything. Which should, I think, reset our buffs. And if you listen there, we even have a kitty. Although I am really not sure where the kitty is. Yeah, we don't have an interactive TV, which is kind of unfortunate. And we don't have a coffee maker, but that's no big deal. Well, if we have anything besides this kitty's voice, I'm not sure where he would be. Maybe on the bed? Outside? That seems a little unlikely. We don't have a Johnny anymore. And we even have a place to sit. Oh, there's Johnny. That has a view of the city. We'll have to see what that looks like at night. Now, as with most rural living, there's a few compromises that have to be made. If you want to sell items, do we have anything we want to sell here? Kind of doesn't look like it. We have to go into Rocky Ridge to do that. And if we want to use a fast travel point, we have to trot up to the desert film set. Oh, there's the kitty! The desert film set, which is over there. Whoever would have thought that Johnny Silverhand would be a cat lover? But today what we have to do is meet Panam. Oh no, I'm lying. We are not going to meet Panam quite yet. We will do that in our next episode because I've got something very interesting in mind to do with the Little Help from My Friends episode. Today we are simply going to explore the Badlands, have a bit of fun, build a little XP, collect some loot, all that good stuff. So let's check our map and see what's going on. Of course, we also have a residence of sorts at the Aldecaldo camp, but sadly it's a very incomplete kind of residence. It's just a tent and maybe a place to sleep, maybe a stash and a mirror, and that is simply inadequate. So, now the first thing we see here, let's check into this assault in progress, get rid of that. See what's going on just up the road. Oh yeah, one unfortunate thing about these modded places is that they tend to fade in the distance. But we'll see that probably when we return. Yeah, I think we will go overland here. It's always worth cruising through off-road in the Badlands. You never know what you might encounter, because there's a lot of interesting things tucked away. Okay, I think we want a proper rifle here. Do we have any other good mods we want to use? We'll go it with this. Okay, we've got some serious hitters here. Let's see if we can zorch this person. Ha! Without getting traced. Excellent. I don't know if we can do that twice, though. There, we'll just keep behind cover. Okay, now we've got a serious bad guy there. Okay, now that guy is within Ravager. Wow. Okay, biohazard grenades. Let's see if we can burn that guy out too. Okay, biohazard grenades. I think maybe we will throw on a gas mask. Do we have a proper helmet? It's been a little while since I played Female V, and I kind of forget everything she's equipped with. But there's a good go-to-war outfit. Yeah, what else do we have here?
You're next in line!
Whoa, that guy's fast.
For the kill! Oh yeah!
Time to run. There. Oh. All right. Well, that was stimulating. But profitable. Oh, what a shame when you see one of these at tier 5. Can't do anything with it. Okay, we will pick that up last. Right. Ooh. Yeah, those Wraiths are nasty people, aren't they? Just for fun. Let's make sure these vehicles aren't left for the Wraiths to recover. Maybe a little bit excessive, but it's fun to blow things up, isn't it? There we go. And a little more loot. Okay. We'll get rid of that stuff. We'll keep our armor on, though. What next? Well, this is closer, but I think we should have a look at this Cyberpsycho. And as usual, the mini-map is really weird. As usual, you have to be really impressed by the way CDPR, made all these landscapes so interesting and varied. Do you suppose there's anything in here? Let's have a look. Because even I, with all the hours in this game, haven't explored every nook and cranny of it. And I'm not seeing anything up there, so we will just move on. Oops. Okay, we missed the call from Regina, but here's the message that says the same thing. Oh! We didn't even go in. Whoa! Well. Okay, well. There. Okay. Let's get a look at this guy. Okay. Okay, now we're in a bit of a situation here. We don't want to kill this guy. So we will use our silenced pistol and just wound him a little bit. Because when we get him down to 1%, there's a pretty good chance he'll just keel over. Or maybe not. One more shot. There we go. There, he's still with us. Excellent. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ah, what a shame. This isn't modded the way I would want it to be, but it's still pretty good. And we can use that, we can use that. Lots of cash. Excellent. Well, something bad happened, and he had a wife. That doesn't sound too promising. So I guess we better look around. Dang, are those turrets? Let's see what we can see here. Ugly pants. Are there any more drones? I see some mines over here. That's never good. Doesn't appear to be anything tucked away in the corners of his property. I bet if we set off that tank, this big fuel tank, it would go up like a bomb. Few odds and ends. Okay, now there's the Netrunner cherry mentioned. Let's see if we can close this door so we can see what's actually on this computer. Okay. Yeah, I think this guy was out a little over his skis when it comes to repairing Netrunner equipment. Still looking to collect information, though. Uh-oh. Oh, things weren't going well with Russell's family. Yeah, not good, not good, not good. So much tragedy in this world. Can't get inside. Well, I guess that was all the information we needed. Yep. Aha. Okay. There. Man, we didn't even have time to put on a helmet. Crazy. Okay, now that's nice, so we can get rid of this. Okay. Those pants are just horrible. I think we need to change into something else. Yeah, that'll do. We'll keep our armor on, though. Oh, and maybe we will just... Okay, where did those awful pants go? Don't like these. They can go. We definitely would rather have the crafting component than those awful pants. Let's just check and see what we got here. We are in very good shape for crafting components. Doing well for all of these. Bunch of stuff here we could get rid of one way or another. But we still have lots of carrying capacity left, so we won't worry about it. Whew. Yeah, we're a little overloaded. Now, how about that? Did we have another shotgun? No. Well, I think that Satara is definitely a considerably better bet in some ways than our Crusher. But Crusher holds a dozen rounds. The double only holds 2, so... Trade-offs. Don't want that. I want to hang on to that for sale. Yes, and the headsman. That's a lot of shotguns. Okay. I think we should check this out. Yeah, no. Whoa! Maybe we won't drive our motorcycle over a cliff, though. Now, organized crime activity generally means a considerably elevated level of enemies and danger. So let's not be too hasty in driving right up to it.
Attention all NCPD subcons. Suspected organized crime activity reported near I-9. Perps in question tied to a series of robberies in the Badlands. Group is led by Bruce Ward. I repeat, Bruce Ward. Affiliated with the so-called Wraiths gang. NC authorities have offered a reward for neutralizing the threat.
Alright, more Wraiths. I think we can get along without our sniping pistol for this one. Alright. See if our Nikamata or our Ashura has the effect we want here. The problem with the Gambatir is you might miss a lot. don't know. All of these mods give you something and then they take away something. That's very disappointing. Yeah, what was the range on this? 59 meters, and those guys are 70 meters away. Well, that's not so great. Yeah, we got some heavy hitters down there. I think we had better stick to our Nikamata. Now our Achilles is 86, 92. Yeah. Let's go with the Achilles. See how that works out for us. You got some serious baddies down there, though. Okay. Let's do our synapse burnout thing and see what happens. Not bad. Well, there's another guy over there. A little bit of telephone activity there. Sorry about that. Whoa. This is going extremely well. I'll even take a chance on getting close.
She's mine.
That's so romantic.
What a clusterfuck!
You got that right, buddy?
No fucking mercy! Oh yeah! Fuck! This was not what I signed up for!
Apparently these guys signed up to the Wraiths. Crazy. Well, let me just check something here. Okay, we're just on hard difficulty. I thought things were going pretty well. I don't think I'm quite ready to crank it up to very hard, though. Now, this camp is something of a treasure trove. There is lots of good stuff here. Let's just see what kind of. Okay, we don't need sniper ammo. We need pistol. We need pistol. And a little bit of assault rifle. So, as is my practice, I will not pick up ammo I don't need because it will just evaporate. Although the likelihood of coming back here is extremely small. Because there's nothing else in the nearby area. There we go, we can use that. Alright, now we'll work our way in here. Yeah. But here is the real prize in the area. A perk shard. One of, I think, 10 in the base game. And then there are 3 more in Dogtown when we finally get there. And I haven't been really keeping count. I think that's the 5th or maybe the 6th one that we found in our current game. Ooh. Now, we'll just do a little search around. That's the HMG. There's the ammo that we don't need. Take that gun, even though it's not really worth much. And our work here is done. Now, let's just have a look at our backpack and get rid of a few things. And having taken care of that, now, do we feel like a real adventure? I think we could do that, so we will head south. Militech. Militech up to no good, as usual. They're being real bad actors out here in the Badlands.
Out of here! Now!
Yeah.
Enemy gun! It cannot be!
Cannot be.
Flanking formation! Roger that! We got heavy casualties! Surround her!
Guys are taking some heavy hits.
Needed that! Take cover!
Yep. These are not good guys. Yep. Ordinary civilians. Although we can't get a read on them. Another crusher. Militech Detention Center. Well, maybe we'll find out about that eventually. Oh. Just took some ammo. I'm not sure what it was, even. Heavy ammo. Nope. Not needed. And we might be back this way someday. Okay, well, we'll check the map. And we are headed here. But we'll make a few stops along the way. Now, is this a place we've already investigated? It might be. Yep. We looted this out. Now, we could go across country here, but we want to stop at this station. Because although there isn't a drop point here, there is a pharmacist, a vendor, who can help us out with something. We can get rid of some of this stuff with her. That will do it. Thank you. Now we are just going to ignore this Wraith dance party over here. We have bigger fish to fry in the Wraith camp. Now, we visited this place with Panam to rescue Saul. However, we missed a lot of good stuff here. So we are going to see what we can find. We will prepare ourselves. Let's see. What do we want here? I think that might be handy. And this. I think that's as good as it gets. And I think we will make a save here as well, because this could get rough. Well, that was ill-considered. Ooh. Oh!
Let's just...
One thing about having a bunch of hyper-aggressive enemies is that they come to you. You don't have to go find them.
Hurts so fucking bad.
Oh, sorry to hear that. lot of our work for us.
The fuck's your head at? Go! What the hell? Ah!
Well, here I thought we were going to have a hard time.
Someone just kill him already! Got a hit!
Oh!
Get across!
Oh! Oh, buddy, you're not riding anywhere. Well, that went a little better than I expected, actually. Okay, we just picked up an iconic weapon. We'll look at that in just a moment. I'm kind of surprised we aren't overloaded yet.
Just want to talk.
Just want to talk, eh? Well, we'll see about that. Clear out a few things here. Let's go with this.
Stay right where you are.
Yeah, I don't think so. Uh-oh. Can we open this? No. No. No, I think that guy on the roof has something for us. Oh, that's his HMG. But yeah, clearing this place out after you rescue Saul, definitely what you want to be doing. Okay. BD 1C 1C FF. Well, it's a Liberty, which is not a favorite. Sex and Chrome, I find it highly amusing that they went to the trouble of putting basically porn stories as shards littered around here and there. That's pretty amusing. I think... No, we're not too overloaded yet. There, now Problem Solver. That is the iconic prize in this particular area. Fires very fast, but if you use it properly, it's very effective. In fact, I think we'll swap it for Fenrir here. We'll put a decent scope on it. Yeah, this will do for now. And something like this. And like all submachine guns, you just want to fire it in bursts. Very effective. Now, I think during our rescue mission, we cleaned out everything here. Because something they often do in this game is make it interesting to get in and out. However, if we want to get up in the roof, we've got to be tricky. But we pick up another Ashura. Oh! Dang it. Maybe we can get up this way. This is another tricky way in and out. There we go. Now, I think we picked up everything in these outbuildings. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. We'll just check. Oh, apparently not. Or maybe our level just wasn't high enough to crack this. Or, well, it should have been. I guess we just overlooked it one way or another. Okay. Okay. 7A. BD. A1C E9. There, got it. And then in this other building over here, now we can force this open, but if you don't have the strength to force it open, you can break out the window. But we appear to have been in here already, so that's good. Now, one of the funnest secrets in the Wraith camp is this little lake down here. And it's far enough away that it might not occur to you to look in it. But, guess what? Now, V is going to go for a little swim. And I have managed to put together a decent swimsuit for her. There is no end of super sexy bikini mods for female V, but it's very hard to find something that a real woman would actually wear to get into the water and swim around. However, I have managed to curate something, so let's get wet. Unfortunately, there's nothing terribly interesting down here. Oh, too much. Okay, let's just do this. Should have done that before. And we might even have to go back to the surface. Let's get this. Maybe we already did. There we go. Now we'll just do a little scan around. As usual. Why are we moving so slowly? I should be able to press my sprint key underwater and swim faster. There we go. Yes, as usual, even though this is a very obscure place, there's nothing terribly interesting down here. Which is a little bit of a disappointment. But it is what it is. I don't think there's anything else. Or if there is, it's trivial. Back in the pre-2.0 game era, you could find oxygen boosters everywhere. You could easily collect 100 of them or more. And they would enable you to stay underwater for a half hour. And yet, they're almost never worth having. Because you could quite easily get every underwater area you were going with that, even without that booster. You might have to resurface once or twice, as we just did. But in general, they were entirely useless. And it's kind of a mystery why. I'll just do a little scan up here to see if there's any other little trinkets to pick up. Doesn't look like it. So we'll get V dressed again. Night is coming. Although it says hostile area, in fact, it's not really. We can't open this door now either. And at this point, our work here is done. And we can say goodbye to the Wraith camp forever. We will check in here, however. And these were the same things that we saw inside, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of nice out here. You can hear the frogs chirping. You can look up at the stars, which are incredibly bright. It's actually rather nice. Which is why it's nice to have a little residence out in the Badlands, where you can get away from the city. And we will continue to ignore the Wraith party there. We will take care of them another time. And with that, my chooms, I think we will end this episode. V will retire to her country residence and rest up for tomorrow, when she will meet Panam, and many interesting things will happen in providing a little help from our friends. So we will see you then. Have a good one, chooms. Please like and subscribe. Oh, and another... Randy says hi. We won't be too flirty. Sure, if you would forget that. That's funny. So, as I was saying, like and subscribe. Please leave a comment, because it's always fun to hear what people are thinking about this nonsense. And we will see you on our next episode. So have a good one, my chooms. Bye for now.